It's amazing after an incredible storm last night and yesterday, the whole day, that the sun is shining today, which I suppose in a way fits in with my message. It's the message called the Ministry of Condemnation. I wonder how many of us battle with condemnation. I find especially Afrikaans people who grow up with very strict parents, especially the father figure. Child should be heard and not seen. And that leaves us with a picture of God as an angry God with a stick in his hand. And it's just, the word to me is so beautiful and so liberating. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, where Paul speaks about the ministry of condemnation, which came with glory. Now that was the law. If you read the whole chapter, you'll see that he's talking about the law. When the law was given to Moses, which was the ministry of condemnation, it was the ministry of where we just never could change. We had to bring the sacrifices all the time. The priest had to go year after year to atone for the sins of the people and for his own sins. And yet Moses came down from the mountain where he received the law written on stone, and his face was shining, so there was glory attached to that. Of course, it was also being in the presence of God. And then Paul carries on to say in Corinthians 11, if the ministry of condemnation brought glory, how much more will the ministry of righteousness bring glory? So much more glory attached to the ministry of righteousness. Now I wondered about that. Now why is the ministry of condemnation opposite to the ministry of righteousness? The ministry of condemnation is based in fear because it's the law. Do this, do that. Don't do this, don't do that. If you do this, this will happen. If you don't do that. Now, in a way, that still applies today. That's the bottom. That's the bottom line of society and of the behavior of people. But the law couldn't change our hearts. Only Jesus Christ can change our hearts. And once I move out of that fear of, oh, I don't measure up, oh, I failed, I'm just not perfect, I'm not going to make it, I made a mistake again, and we move into the righteousness of Jesus Christ, where it doesn't depend on me. And sure, there's a responsibility in walking in obedience to him and to the word, but out of love, not out of fear, not out of a fear of punishment, because he was punished already. He was punished 2,000 years ago. And now we have the liberty of the Spirit. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. And so the Holy Spirit brings freedom. You can actually read that whole chapter and even part of the next chapter. Sorry, it's 2 Corinthians 3, it was verse 11. If you read 2 Corinthians chapter 4, it's just so beautiful, where he says, therefore, since we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we do not lose heart. It's a ministry of mercy. It's not a ministry of condemnation and of fear. And realizing day by day, it does not depend on me. It does not depend on my righteousness. I do not have my own righteousness. It depends on his righteousness. And in Zechariah, there's this beautiful picture where Joshua stands before God, dressed in this filthy rags, and Satan is there accusing him. And the Lord says, I've covered his sin. I've taken his sin away from him. Take off those filthy clothes and put on this robe, this clean robe of righteousness. I am clothed in the robe of righteousness. And we need to remind ourselves of that every day. Let us pray. Lord, it's the enemy that comes with lie and condemnation, and if he knows he can't get us to sin openly, he will come with condemnation and try and rob us of our joy and our freedom. I pray that we will be set free as we stand in your presence and see you as you really are. We love you, Lord. Amen. Thank you and God bless you.